Come on, let's keep it real. Nobody in their right mind thinks this is a good basketball play. Nobody in their right mind didn't think this was a flagrant foul, except for the refs the night of the game. And everybody's been talking about it. So let's get into it. Dirty plays on Caitlin Clark. Or is it just tough basketball? Now, in addition to this hard foul that she had, blindside little tackle she had on Caitlin Clark, a day later she goes and says this, what does Caitlin Clark bring to the game other than three-point shooting? Then Angel Reese goes out and says today, the reason we're watching women basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that. And I agree with her. We were watching that game because of the matchup between you and Caitlin Clark. But if what was said is already understood, why was the need to say this after you refused to talk after the game in the press conference and got fined for not doing so? Now, in addition to Caitlin Clark's scoring acumen, she's also one of the best passer of the balls as well. She is an assist maker. She set up a lot of her teammates in assists, and she led the NCAA in scoring and assists last year. So she can do more than just shoot 3 points. As well as there's only 2 players in WNBA history, her and Ionescu, to score 150-plus points, 50-plus rebounds, and 50-plus assists. And we've seen the love that Ionescu has gotten last year, as she even got to be in a 3-point contest with Steph Curry during the NBA All-Star break. So, no, Caitlin Clark is not the only one bringing notoriety to the game. So why wasn't Ionescu hated for doing so? We see Caitlin Clark, it's her rookie season. Yes, she's going to have trials and tribulations. She's only going to get better as more years come. But she's proven that she can do more than just shoot 3-pointers. And she's bringing attention to the league, which is great for everyone involved. I don't agree with Jake Paul too often, even though I'm not a hater of him either. But he's hit the nail on the head. Hating on Caitlin Clark is hating on an opportunity for an entire sport. We have a player who not only respects everyone she plays, she shows love everywhere she goes. Not only to the audience and the fans, the kids, who's going to be the next generation that keeps the league and WNBA growing. And she's been nothing but respectful, and she never said I'm better than anybody. The commentators of the game said stuff like that. So why take it out of her? So today there was a lot of criticism on First Take. I don't want to put the clips in here of it. I don't want to be hit with a copyright, where Monica McNutt and Stephen A. Smith were going at it. And one of the clapbacks from McNutt is that this woman does not represent the whole WNBA. And I agree, but that's not what we're saying. What we were saying is, why was a flagrant foul not called? Why was it not charged as so during the game? This isn't the first time that Caitlin Clark's been hit, with a foul of that nature that is not in the sport of basketball. It was just a cheap shot. To the point where she went viral, what was it, last week, for saying, I'm getting hammered out there. I get it. She's a new star coming into the league. Y'all want to initiate her in some way. All I'm trying to say is, do it in a way in the game. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to play her, bust their ass. The person who she's defending, drop 30 on her. Let her know, I'm him in this league. Just like game 1 with Alyssa Thomas, Miss Triple-Double, who was second in MVP voting last year, AT. She made sure she put on a good performance, and she used the platform of knowing that all the Caitlin Clark fans was watching to put her name on the map for every fan that's new and watching as well. So I hate this discussion that we're having here that, no, you guys are just hating because the women's league is physical and you don't want to see women physical. That's not what we're arguing. What we're arguing is, why is it allowed for people to have cheap shots and fouls that are not a part of the game? Why is it cool that everybody feels a need to hate and say something derogatory about Caitlin Clark? And why is the league not stopping these fouls from happening, by us saying that that foul was just seen as a common foul. So if you're not even going to make it a flagrant, why will they stop? They won't. They're going to keep abusing and attacking her because they're not getting any retribution. And what pissed me off, too, is the Chicago Sky. You know, if you want to act like the Detroit Pistons back in the day, the bad boys, that's all fine and dandy. I actually love that. The grit that, you know, Cardoso and Angel Reese shows. You know, I love the fiery passion that they show. I love how they have that energy, that bad boy energy. So if you're going to have that energy and Miss Kennedy, if you're going to take her out, how the hell are you going to go to the post-conference interview and say, I don't want to talk about it? I'm not going to answer no question. If you got that thug in you, if you got that energy, show that energy. Be consistent. And then Angel Reese is known for showing that energy and talking, and she skipped the post-game interview. That's so crazy to me. There's another clip, Google it, guys, where when they played Seattle Storm, they made a point not to shake the Indiana Fever hand after the game. This isn't part of sports. This isn't part of basketball. The hate needs to stop. It doesn't matter if it's Caitlin Clark, because Angel Reese is getting abused too. And when she was abused by AT, the same person I just highlighted a couple seconds ago, Miss Triple Double, they deemed it a flagrant 2 foul and she was kicked out the game. All I'm saying, if you're going to treat one player one way, treat all players one way. Don't just be like, oh, they're a rookie. F them up. Beat their ass. Because when they get hurt and people stop watching again, all there's going to be is complaints. Oh, what happened? And then coaching. The coach doesn't say nothing. The coach in the press conference doesn't stand up for Caitlin Clark or her players. And there's a lot of people criticizing her because Gilbert Arenas, if you watch their most recent podcast, they said she didn't run any plays for her the whole game, which is crazy to me. When they sat courtside to support Lexi Brown. And her teammates, Matt Barnes, you right. Where the hell are y'all, bruh? Y'all got a new superstar that can probably stop you guys. You just had the number 2, the number 1, and the number 1 pick, which means you've been ass. You've had the worst record in the NBA the past 3 seasons. Finally looks like it could turn around if you develop your talent correctly. Aaliyah Boston, Rookie of the Year last year. Caitlin Clark, I'm going to guess, going to be Rookie of the Year this year. And if they suck again, they might get Paige Buchers, 3 superstars to change the team around. And y'all ain't showing no kind of resolve to protect her when she gets abused. What's that say about you? You know, when you go on a new team, they know, oh, you ain't going to have our back. We seen you not have her back. When she is a superstar, like Sabrina Ionescu became, and now her and Stewie went to the finals with the New York Liberty, because the Liberty sucked a couple years ago. They turned it around quick with a few players. When she's that superstar, and now the organization is going to go through her to figure out who she wants to be playing with, why would any of y'all still be on the team? You think she's going to forget how she's being treated? All I'm saying is, let's play the game. Let's bust our ass in the game. Let's talk shit in the game. Let's, you know, in the conference, yo, I respect Caitlin Clark. I saw what she done in college, but she got to prove that she could do it here. I respect that she's bringing attention and notoriety to our league and to our game tonight, but I'm going to go out there and bust her ass so all her fans can become my fans. I can roll with that. I can respect that. Go in, bust her ass, defend her tight, make her work for it, make her make a name in the league. I'm with it. It's Gucci. But nah, instead we going to hate and then give her cheap shots, join the game for no reason. And now there's a clip going viral of Candace Parker. Oh, Candace Parker got abused in her rookie season. Okay. What happened? If you look at the clip, one of her teammates went to go help her out and end up tearing up her knee. Is that what needs to happen? Somebody needs to physically tear up their knee, potentially harm their career, just for the bullshit to stop? WNBA do better. Okay, maybe that was a path of initiation in the past, But let's do better going towards the future, because in a couple years, we got another monster coming through in Juju Watkins. And for y'all to make it a race thing and say they only like her because she's white, Juju Watkins ain't white. She's just as brilliant as Caitlin Clark is. She might even be more brilliant when she comes out. Are y'all going to abuse her the same? You're letting your future generations down, but not stopping the bullshit today. That's all I got to say. Let me know what your thoughts are. The flagrant fouls, the cheap shots, the hate in the media, it needs to stop, man. It needs to stop for all the rookies, not just Caitlin Clark. For Angel Reese, for Camila Cardoso, for the generation, the new generation today, and the future generation tomorrow. My name is Marvin Leonard Cox. I call this podcast the Max Sports Attack. Appreciate you watching. If you liked what you liked, please like the video. Maybe share. Maybe subscribe. I'm the Max Sports Attack. And I'm out.